pretty straightforward playing path. I must say, though, as kind, Joro, as these games have been over the last weekend, with also providing us with somewhat comfortable circles, that first shift, I mean, probably even more so the second Northwest hard shift, that was brutal. That was very, very brutal. So let's, for the players' sake, hope that it's gonna calm down. But for yours, for mine, for the desks, for everyone but the players and the coaches, I suppose, sake, let's get something crazy.
Oh, what would I like? Something crazy. 4 to 10 o'clock. You're right, though. The shift to Trailer Park was a little bit messy. I want to see a circle that's like the hills above Puerto Paraiso. That would be the coast unusual circles. And very, very messy indeed. I think it's
yeah.
Mainly because the teams don't normally practice for that sort of thing. It is so rare. It would be so interesting. And I guess that sort of counts as down south, right? That's southeast.
The southern. Yeah, I guess it's given that
everyone
it's on the southern side. It's all right. Let's see now, Quizzy. Well, spots 1, spots 2, spots 3. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite have the angle. So he goes, nah, you know what? Not really worth my time. Let me just go back and loot it on up. Because, well, as you can see here, this circle has just
okay now, but you settle in and 5 more teams settle in around you, and before you realize it, you have to fend them off from every angle. This is not going to be fun for a lot of teams. We have Heroic, they've got a compound. Team Rage have a compound. Footballers, though, are trying to argue against that. We've even got Ents in on the action as well. This is very close to water treatment, so this is outside where the rest of the fights are. Very messy stuff. Ents trying to come in as the third party, looking around the hay bales. They do that. Team Rage eliminated.
Ends coming in as the fourth party, essentially, with footballers in there now, and then we got Entropic coming in to try and see what's happening over there as well. Obviously, hearing the shots, hearing the commotion, and now on the other side, BBL, well, they got to sit around for a little while, waiting for everyone to make their moves, and now they are on cleanup duty.
And trying to finish off, remember, Pixelic here with the reload optional. Looking for more members of Road to Glory. Everybody here moving in. BBL, the more immediate threat, but Road to Glory looking for a second bite of the apple. Pixel, he's got enough bullets for all of them, so he does have to be careful. That's Salic down as well. Who dares enter the Hall of Pixel?
Not easy to make your way on through here, that's for sure. Still 4 BBL players up, though. 93 bullets in the gun. I wonder how many of them he's going to be running through by the time this fight comes to an end. 4 kills already. So Pixel, again, despite Skate not having the best game here, still points coming through. And look at this, trying to deny any sort of audible cues that Pixel is indeed right around the corner.
Ender lost right round this corner. Oh, remember, Pixel definitely doesn't have to reload. They might be coming in as a duo here, but there are plenty of bullets for everyone. More flashbangs coming through. Pixel standing his ground. This is the tensest moment you can have.
Is still in quadruple or a triple northern hardships back to back to back, now forcing everyone that was already fighting on the edge to fight longer and then make their way on forward. In the meantime, Sakura Sanson trying to take out Ents and the compound. Tixu does go down, but that's still the help of Entropic over the hillside. Sakura Sanson does lose 2, so Salty and Himman, obviously they want to get the res in, but not quite gonna happen. Pixel in the meantime, yet another kill added, as I think BBL thought they were safe to make the play on forward.
They were both waiting, and Pixel was just waiting for Code Marker to get into the car, and that was a hilarious play. Code Marker, you have to feel sorry for him there, but Pixel, the tenacity, M249, I don't need to reload. I've got bullets for days, says Pixel. Can't quite get the final one off, but if he did, that would have been insane. That is 7 kills. Cool as you like for Pixel.
And Smash goes down instantly to Blue afterwards, so Pixel almost had him too. That is insane. For starters, should have never happened, but of course, I mean, when you have Pixel's aim and BBL doesn't know where he is to start off things,
wow.
We talk about the element of surprise and could not have been utilized any better. Now, in the meantime, FaZe try and rotate their way on into this one. Surprise, surprise, here comes mxey.
Oh my god, that is not something you want to see. And unfortunately, Mika goes down as well. That is Thunder eliminated. Can you imagine Latkar moving? What a sight to welcome you there after trying to do so much damage. FaZe Clan survive then. But this hard north shift, it's not over yet. Everyone is still rotating. Ents and Sakura Zensen have a tenuous agreement to share this compound. Everyone else still basically in trouble.
How in the world Thunder didn't come out of there victorious is surprising to me, but well played by Facefan to at least get to keep 2 people up and inside this circle. Let's see now. Na'Vi peeks on over, and Tropic obviously realizing they have people up close. Needs to be ready for this one first. Nate goes a bit too far. Quizzy makes the peek on over. Damage does come through with an H. You can see the kind of the 2-layer approach that Tropic's got here. You got 2 people in the gut up close. Make that 3, and you have Nailab over the hillside, applying pressure from above. Nailab, of course, finds more Ivers there to find the second. Good flashbang, though, to force them back down the hill, but it's not gonna matter. Ivers there once more, as Entropic prevails and stays alive through the push from Na'Vi.
19 minutes into this match number 17. We are now into the placement points as Na'Vi are out in 9th position. Footballist will be the first to fall there with a point in 8th place.
Either he dies or Entropic dies. There's no way they allow for him to get out of there alive.
This is your house now. Oh, wow. Beautiful Molotov. I think that hit Salty square in the chest.
Yeah.
And there is no chance he doesn't get knocked from that. Beautiful stuff from Ents. And that is another member of Sakura's Ensign taken out. Only He-Man left, who's north of the compound and still out in the blue. So not ideal for them at all. I mean, He-Man could try and run in 1v4, but I feel like he's going to get third-partied before Ents even get shots on him.
Correct. See, look at the Heroic has been in this compound for so long. He has 13 spare bullets. That's the issue, right? I mean, Heroic's been shooting at everything, but at a distance. Oh, one tick. He-Man gets to stay alive. Do you get more placement points over this? Or potentially even a kill? Let's see. Hill does block a few bullets, and no, unfortunately, Takes is there ready and waiting, so nothing more will happen for Sakura Sensen as they fall in 7.
And should be able to get that revive up. They've got enough time until the next circle closes. It's phase 5, more or less a donut. And now we have Northern Lights in the unenviable position of having to run around here just to get in. You're going to need like 20 smokes to sort of make a smoke trail to FaZe Clan. And they're split as well, Toby. They can't even all use the same smokes. They can't share.
Yeah, they need Batulins to find some crazy off angle here to help them out. In the meantime, now let's see Entropic Ents up close towards one another. Still got the compound for cover, but all of Ents is up there to make the push and out to take the fight aggressively. QBE finds one more. Rostemar goes down as well. This has gotten Entropic written all over it, unless if Squeaky has something to say here. Damage comes out from the other side as well. Look at Liquid. I would assume they're going to make a play off this Jeemzz. Clib both making a play, trying to make the run up the hillside, but Entropic. One good nade, Squeaky. One good nade. Is that a nade? No, it's a flash, and that's Ents out and out. But Liquid heard it. Liquid has set up for it. Question is whether Entropic expects it.
2 amazing flashbangs there, to be fair, but unfortunately not enough firepower to follow up at this point of the game. Next circle now, hard shifting to the 10 o'clock position. Team Liquid, Toby, are going to be so happy with this.
After this fight is over, I want people to go back in the bot and see where the north edge of phase 1 was. We have been non-stop hard shifting north the entire game. I've never seen a game where literally every single circle kept going up in that direction. This is very, very rare. And again, can only state it. It goes to show the craziness of what we've seen here. Batulins did opt to go north to help his teammates out. I thought maybe he was going to try and see if he can get an angle from the south and shoot them in the back, but no, goes north around. Nice shots from said player. Able to find a lot of damage through onto Fex. Nade! Oh my lord! Bounces perfectly right in between the building.
Absolutely beautiful nade from Batulins. Takes down Fex here, leaving only 8C available. Northern Lights can now push in. This is the reason why they use so much of their utility. They needed a reason to be able to push in without getting shot at non-stop. Batulins stayed back a little longer, though, and as a result, 8C gets him around the edge of the smoke. He has to communicate this to the rest of his team, who now have to move in super close.
Game FaZe tried to stay put for as long as they could as well here. 80 once more fighting with his back against the wall. Only got 27 bullets, nothing to spare. Damage is done initially. Spots Blue seconds have around, but unfortunately can't quite get him. Spiro, solid off angle on the other side, takes him down. We'll see if that's going to allow for them to get the rest onto Batulins. They are safe right now, but here comes Entropic. Do they know that Liquid has made the push on up? Jeemzz, nade in hand already, ready for this fight. They don't know. They have no clue that Liquid is here. Such a smart play from Liquid.
Evas getting headshot out of the vehicle instantly. Let's take a look at what the rest of Entropic are going to do in response. Jeemzz already up over the top with the grenade into the smoke. That is a beautiful grenade. That's a double knock there from Jeemzz. Lucarux and Naila both going down. And Entropic's chances of taking the chicken dinner here in match number 17 are suddenly in tatters.
Just when you think you're safe, the nade god shows up again. Primed the first one to perfection. Second one locked on over. Should be the flushes coming through, and indeed it is.
Beautiful.
Entropic down to just QPE, and what a perfect setup from Team Liquid. They were in trouble when Jeemzz rolled it into the container. It seemed like Entropic had the upper hand, but they knew. They heard that Northern Lights and FaZe were fighting on the other side. They knew they had no threats coming in from the southern side. As long as they're occupied with one another, we are free to make the push on up towards the north side hill. And there was no way Entropic... I'm not going to say they shouldn't have expected it, but I'm saying they didn't, and it played out perfectly for Team Liquid.
It really did. Jeemzz, look, the takeaway from that, the highlight reel is going to be the grenade, but it's the setup to get to that point that was so beautiful from Team Liquid. Everything was done so well. Lou, beautiful. 2 headshots in a row, takes out Page as well. Northern Lights are playing this so patiently, but they're playing it beautifully.
Sit down. Sit down, Page, is what's being yelled from the top of the hillside here as Lou finds one. It's still a tricky situation for them because they can't peek over the ridge knowing that Liquid is there ready waiting on the other side. They need to commit to this fight down the hill.
Yes.
Buggies start flying. Spiro, no helmet, but might have an off ankle here. He spots T-Bone as well. Good info to be able to give across to your up-close teammate.
High ground for Northern Lights. What can they do against Heroic here, who have to move in somehow? Lou holding them out at the broken wall, really forcing them in. NLT, these guys, they're happy to play for time and just let Heroic run themselves out of time with the blue here as well. They are on a ticking time bomb. They have to do something soon.
Yeah, they have to for sure. Lou. Gotta bounce that nade perfectly. Try to get on the backside of the building. Not gonna find anything. Flashes slop through now as well. They're out on the wall, expecting them to be there. Does he spot Corexy? Now he does, but it's too late. Nice double headshot coming through from Corexy to find the knock there. Batul and Spiro up over the hillside. They still have cover, but look at this in the meantime. mxey is crossed on over, wanting to set up for a potential backstab on the other side.
Yeah, Lou being very aggressive there. Northern Lights now eliminated because Beamy and Corexy just power through them. Lou very aggressive at the beginning. They're giving Heroic the gap that they needed. Now that they knew there was no one close to them, they don't have to worry about that anymore. After Lou got knocked, they could then take the opportunity to push out. And I feel like Northern Lights weren't very prepared for that.
The only place that Heroic can go from here is down to exactly where mxey is sitting behind that rock, and that's what they don't want to allow for him to do. QPE. Oh, no more smokes. Dangerous run on through here. This game looks very, very winnable for the four-man
set up the smoke train, guys.
Yeah,
we're good to go.
Yeah, here comes the car, though. Let's see Beamy with a bolt in hand. Does get the tag on towards Clib. Forces him back. mxey's on the rock, though. Finds the first one. Does get the second one as well. Doesn't quite happen. Still alive for Rexy, at least for now. No, as I say that, mxey takes him down too. Solid game, though, regardless of how this one turns out. Very, very good game from Heroic, having just won one to now get a second place, unless if T-Bone can... Yeah, nope, not even gonna happen.
No, he's gonna deny that.
Gonna happen. There you go. What a game. Back to back to back to non-stop back north circles. Liquid prevails from inside there, and I gotta